Hey everybody, Proverbs chapter 27 verse 6 says, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful." I'm Keith Brown. This is Tack Room Devotional. This week we've been talking about choosing or picking our friends wisely. You know, you don't just take on somebody because they say they want to be a friend, because there's just too much involved. We've been looking at that all this week. There's too many things. A close friend can destroy you, or let me put it to you this way. Someone who acts like a close friend but really isn't a close friend can destroy you. And so you need to make sure that that person that gets that close, becomes part of your inner circle, is one that has your best interests at heart. Amen? So faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful. The lines of this particular proverb are contrasting the faithful wounds of a friend and the profuse kisses of an enemy. The wounds of a friend can be trusted because they are meant to correct, right? In other words, we need to be frank with one another. We need to be honest with one another. Sometimes it takes a close friend saying to me or saying to you, "Hey, listen, I think you're out of line here. I think you have the wrong attitude, or you're doing the wrong thing, or you've said the wrong thing." And we need to be able to listen to these friends of ours that we've made part of our inner circle to correct us, because they can see us in different light than we see ourselves. You know, when you look in a mirror, you see yourself, but it's a reflection. You never really get to see you. But your friend really gets to see the real you, not just a reflection of who you are. Amen. That'll preach. A friend will say to you what needs to be said, even if it hurts a little bit. A friend offers encouragement and support. A friend says things that build your confidence. A friend can be counted on to give worthwhile, uplifting advice. Look at Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 9. "Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel." So good counsel, hearty, meaty, tough counsel brings delight and sweetness to us from a friend. Now that's not necessarily true from an enemy, but from a friend it does. The New Living Translation says, "The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense." When choosing your friends, you need to ask yourself, is this a person I can turn to for counsel? The other question is, can they turn to me for counsel? Can I be trusted to counsel them and, again, keep their best interest at heart? So once again, you know, the Bible also tells us that we should, as friends, rebuke and correct, but encourage and exhort. So all of that goes together from a true friend. All right, let's go on. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. "A true friend will help you flourish." 27:17 says this, "As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend." Now, I don't know if you've ever seen iron sharpening iron, but when you take two pieces of iron and you rub them together long enough, eventually the friction turns into heat, and heat gets hotter and hotter, and the next thing you know, there's this red, real hot area where those two pieces of iron are rubbing together. So it's not pleasant, but yet that heat will contour and knock off the rough edges of a sharp piece of metal. So this is what it's saying. It's saying, as iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. A true friend is someone who wants you to grow and to mature. The things that they do and say are going to be so that you will ultimately flourish. That should be the ultimate part of a friendship. Amen. They also will influence you. Remember, I told you in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, it says that evil company corrupts good habits. Well, by the same token, if you have a really, really good friend who you look up to and you honor and respect, that's going to help you flourish. That's going to help you, again, see yourself for who you really are. Proverbs 22, verse 24. Proverbs 22:24. and 25 say, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and get a snare for your soul. Yeah, you don't want to hang out with angry people and bitter people. The world is loaded with that right now. If you watch TV right now, I mean, everybody's demonstrating. There's so much anger in our world today, and all those people hang together, and boy, they just build one another up. They just entice and get people stirred up to demonstrate their anger. Boy, I hope that we personally as Christians will start developing these friendships of ours and get this anger and bitterness and division out of the church. Amen. I'm Keith Brown. This is Tack Room Devotional. Jesus loves you. I love you. I pray that God would richly bless you as you diligently seek him and serve him.